We're going to do yet another skit. You're going to play the investor. We're going to sell you some investments. I'll be the bank once again. And I've asked Sherrod Small to come back. Nice to see you, my man. How are you?
I'm doing.
You're going to play the ratings agency. You are the one in charge of what happens here. So let us commence the morning meeting Masterpiece Theater. First, I'm going to create a housing bond with a house inside of it. If you wouldn't mind not looking, please, I'll get back to you later.
Right,
You're not allowed to see this.
This
is between me and the ratings agency. I'd like to get a AAA rating for this house bond, if you don't mind. You notice it's a full house, has a chimney, a family, they can pay the bills.
Nice house, nice house. Is that stucco?
Yeah, it's stucco.
Okay.
How much will that be?
Well,
because I'm going to pay you to rate that, mind you.
Okay, you're going to
take that.
Let me take that. Okay, there we go.
Right.
You're going to get a AAA on this one.
Thank you very much.
That's going to be a
would you like to buy a AAA rated housing bond?
Absolutely. I represent pensioners across the country, teachers, civil servant workers, private sector pensions. I've got a AAA rating, and I feel good because I'm not crazy about the color of this house. But, pink isn't,
it's for decor,
house. But it's a house. It's got a roof, windows. It's a real house.
I hope that the policemen and the teachers for whom you mentioned manage the pension money for enjoy their fine returns.
That's right. They've got collateral. They got collateral here.
As long as I keep paying you, we're going to be fine. No, don't take the money yet. I got to make something here. Hang on. Now I got it. This is the version 2. This is more like house parts. So I've got
parts of a house.
I got sink part here. I got a little. Here's a sink. I've got. I don't know. You can take a look in there, but it looks AAA to me.
Well, it don't look too AAA. It's not a real house. It's not an actual house.
What if I gave you a stack of 50s?
It's looking a little houses.
Yeah.
It's looking a little more housey.
Yeah. Now see what I'm saying? Like you could totally live in. If I give you another stack of hundreds, I suspect it'll look real.
Okay, this is a house. This is AAA house for me.
Okay, thank you very much.
Are you bribing him?
This is how Wall Street works. This is not a bribe. This is how.
There you go. So I got a bag here. Does this come with instructions?
No.
I got to go back to the people I represent.
It's like Home Depot. It's like Home Depot. You can do it. We can help.
This house was what we call transparent. I could see the house on this one. This one we're hiding something. But you're saying it's AAA. Hey,
I'm saying it's AAA.
I got AAA for my pensioners.
Teachers will be fine.
We're all set.
I'm rating. I'm doing the rating over here.
This seems to be going pretty well. By the way, I'm making a small fortune selling this stuff, I must say. I got this one here. Is what I like to call mystery meat.
Dylan,
but it's
Jonathan,
go ahead.
Dylan, I'm confused.
Yeah.
I'm confused. So you, the bank, pay the rating agency to give a AAA rating to something you're trying to sell?
Yeah, but Jonathan, nobody's supposed to know that.
Yeah,
that's the secret. Jonathan, that's the secret we don't want anybody to know. They're buying that rating, but shh, don't tell the real world.
Mind your business, Jonathan.
Because then they'll get wise to this scam.
Not to mention, Jonathan, if you keep talking like this, how am I supposed to make money? Okay, if I can't bribe the ratings agency, what kind of business am I going to have? Anyway, back to business.
Carry on.
Yeah, sorry, there you go.
Now, this is just a bag of
well, look inside. You'll see. It's a very valuable asset there.
It's like advertisement for condos.
It's more of a These are more house concepts. This is like things in the future that could become houses.
Yeah, I've seen that ad before.
That's a nice pool.
They just cut the price on that one.
Well, I don't know if I can AAA this. This is not. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see if this hand is out there. Okay,
I got a stack of those.
You got yourself a AAA.
I got a stack of these.
You got yourself a AAA.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Here we go. And now, you know what? I got a big bag of junk.
Yes.
And you know what the problem is? Well, I'm going to wake up someday, and I'm the pension, whether I'm CalPERS or whether I'm the New York State Pension Fund, and I have invested all this money, and I'm supposed to, I'll take off this. I'll take off that. This is now serious stuff. I am now seeing my pension fund go from $150 billion to about $100 billion if I'm the New York State Pension Fund, and suddenly I've got all these pension obligations, and I'm holding junk that is worthless. And so how do I pay the pensions of all these hardworking men and women whose money we've taken over the years? We told them we were going to secure it, and we're holding paper that you've paid to get a AAA rating on, and this is a bribe. Ugly word, it's commercial bribery, and that's what's been going on, and we are now holding junk paper. So how do we pay these pensions?
I got to wrap this up, but very briefly, what can we do to fix this system? Because clearly it is broken.
We have got to first stop the payments to the rating agencies for putting on a AAA that is simply unwarranted. We've got to restore some integrity to the system, and we've got to also understand that these bonds are worthless. And we've got to write them down. They repealed mark-to-market after a while. That's why financial security stocks went right back up. We've got to be real about what this stuff is worth.
I think what frustrates people, and Jonathan, you can jump in here and then we'll wrap it up, is that these garbage bags, particularly that last one, ends up at the Federal Reserve, that the banks have kept the money that they made creating the garbage bags, that the ratings agency kept. He's got his loot.
Everybody
and the
wins.
American taxpayer has this.
That's right. Everybody wins except the taxpayer that inevitably comes in, and all that trillions of dollars that have gone to the banks have bailed everybody out, but the taxpayer is footing the bill for the incompetence and the gamesmanship on Wall Street that inflated this huge bubble that is now deflating, and that huge sucking sound is taxpayer money flowing out of our pockets right into the pockets of the banks.
Maybe, go ahead, Jonathan.
Maybe we could have another skit, because I want to know how we went from slapping on a AAA rating on a whole chicken to slapping a AAA rating on chicken parts. Like, who said that's illegal?
This is the beauty of what they call securitization, which is a concept made sense, but when you finely tune and slice thinner, it's like when you go to the deli counter and you say, I want the nice thin roast beef, you know, the middle, they sliced it so thin that they were able to sell off little pieces, and they continued to say AAA, even though you were getting the fat on the outside.
Super thin slices of fat from roast beef still being called AAA.
That's right.
I want to bring you back, because I think a lot of folks are really starting to understand all of this, but they don't know what to do. They feel helpless. They sit there, they're like, this is terrible, but what do we do? We obviously can't solve that right now.